Buenos días, clase. ¿Cómo están? Yo estoy bien. Una pregunta. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es lunes. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Hoy es el 20 de abril. Hoy es el 20 de abril. Hoy es clase número 38. Clase 38. Y tenemos 3 clases esta semana y 3 clases la próxima semana. Tenemos 6 clases en total. We're running towards the end of the semester and we've got quite a bit of vocab in this one to work through, so we're going to get right to it. In fact, I asked you guys to jumpstart this Lección 6 a little bit ahead of time and go on Panorama and at least be exposed a little bit to some of the clothing words. I'm sure you don't have them committed to memory yet. I didn't expect that. There won't be a quiz the next class, but there will be the following one. So you're going to be doing some clothes, we're going to be doing some colors, ropa y colores, clothing and colors, and then we're going to talk about these things that are called demonstrative adjectives. It's a big word for 4 little words, the words this, that, these, those. It's usually talked about in proximity to you. If I talk about this shirt versus that shirt, it has to do with something that's far away. Of course, there's plural ones. These socks versus those socks. And there's actually another one in Spanish that indicates something that's even farther away yet than that. So those way over there, there's another word for that in Spanish as well. So you can see those models at the top are all modeling some of the variety of different clothing words we're going to be doing. Before we do that, though, I'm going to get started with just some preguntas orales. So I'm going to put these all up here. Oops, sorry, that was the last one. So I'm going to have you again, as usual, tap the pause button, and I would like you to do 2 things. I'd like you to ask yourself the question and answer the question to yourself, practicing the pronunciations that you already know of the vocab that you see here, and how to answer that question. So we can do the first one together. ¿Qué tiempo hace hoy? Para mí, hace sol, hace fresco, no está nublado, no está lloviendo, no está nevando, hace viento un poco. No mucho viento, pero hace poco un viento. Un poquito, just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to have you again put your finger on the pause button and go ahead and work through all of those questions if you would right now. I did forget to mention this at the very beginning, but if you have not downloaded the handout that I would have given you in class today, it has to do with those demonstrative adjectives, the this, that, these, those. I will put that on the announcements. Be sure you download that, have that printed. That's easiest, I think, and you can fill in your notes as you go. Again, I would have had a handout for you had you been in class, but you're not. So have that available for yourselves to take notes on. Okay, for today, I would like to spend just a little bit of time in the book of Mateo. I was thinking about, so our Lección 6 has to do with la ropa, and then in doing a lot of shopping, and I realize that we are in a culture, and you guys realize this too, you're in a culture, we all are in a culture that prizes things, that prizes, what you look like, images and things like that, and it's something that we tend to preoccupy ourselves with, to worry about. In fact, the word in Spanish for to worry is preocupado, preocupar, and it has to do, you guys know preocupado, right? Preocupada. So there's a verb in that first line of this verse, and it comes from the Sermon on the Mount when Jesus is talking to people who are hanging on his every word, and he's kind of changing things up a little bit. The law had told people you have to do X, Y, and Z, and he's changing some of this up. So he is telling them, and let me just read this and you guys can follow along. It says, Por eso, therefore, les digo. You know, you can recognize digo, right? I say to you. That's what the les is doing there. No se preocupen por su vida. Do not worry about your life. Que comerán o beberán. I hope you see the verbs comer and beber in there. What you will eat or what you will drink. Ni por su cuerpo, or for your body. Don't worry about your body either. Como se vestirán. What you will wear, how you will dress yourselves. No tiene la vida más valor que la comida. Doesn't your life have more value than food, la comida? Y el cuerpo, and the body, más que la ropa, more than clothing? Fíjense en las aves del cielo. Okay, remember when we talked about avión? Aves are the birds that do that same action. So notice, fix yourself on the birds of the heavens. Las aves del cielo. No siembran, ni cosechan, ni almacenan. They do not sow, nor reap, nor store up en graneros, in granaries or in barns. Sin embargo, nevertheless, el Padre Celestial las alimenta. There's one of our little pronouns there, las alimenta. The Heavenly Father feeds whom? Feeds them, las alimenta. ¿No valen ustedes mucho más que ellas? Are you guys not worth much more than they? Are you not valued? See, the word valen has to do with value. Are you not worth so much more than them? These birds of the sky. I don't know if I've told you this before. I think I may have, but I am a master world-class worrier. It's not been good for me actually during these times where there's a lot of uncertainty going on around me, and it's I have had not so great days when it comes to my levels of anxiety. On occasion, it's gotten quite a bit better, but when we are called to not worry, whenever I run across passages in the Bible that tell me that, it's hard. It's hard for me. I know that God is speaking to me when I run across those words a lot, because this is something that I know I have to work on in my life. When he says, don't worry about what you'll eat or drink or what clothing you'll wear, that's why I chose this for this one. I don't actually worry about those things. You know, I wear the same thing every day now because you don't have to dress up. So, and I have food in my kitchen. I have food in my refrigerator and in my cupboards, and I don't worry about those things. But I could give you a long list of things that I do worry about, and I don't think any of us are immune to that. I think you could tell me lists of things too that you worry about as well. So, but what he's calling us to do is to recognize our worth in his eyes. And when I think about the fact that he cares for me and will care for me, and he will take care of my needs, because I am of so much value. I have so much value to him. That is something that can help in my levels of anxiety, realizing how much he cares for me and that he will take care of my needs. He knows my needs. He knows me. He knows me intimately, and he can care for me and my needs, even though I sometimes don't trust that. I have witnessed it, and I have experienced it time and time again, that he in fact does take care of my needs, and he feeds me, me alimenta, when I don't know that, when I don't know the future. He is there. He's already been there, and he will supply those needs. So I just wanted to make that be something of encouragement, hopefully to you too. I don't know where you're at with this, but I wanted to encourage you guys with that as well. And it does deal with clothing. We're going to start that today. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I was going to have you guys take your if you had been in class today, you're going to exchange your postcard, tarjeta postal, with a partner, and you were going to do a little oral activity with that. But because we're not with partners, we can't do that. So let's move on. I look forward to reading where you went on your vacations and reading about that when you turn that in. Okay, so la ropa. If you want to get your vocab sheet out, we're going to start with this list over here, the ropa. And there's actually two lists of that. It goes down here. So we're going to do all of that today. And it goes alphabetized. If you have those things on, or you can make an action, that would be fantastic. That's why I'm kind of doing the video here so that you can see the action or point out. And yeah, again, it's on a little tiny screen. I would have been pointing to all of my clothing that I would have had on, and you would have too. So first of all, la ropa. Ropa, singular. It's la ropa. It's singular. Even though we have lots of pieces of clothing, la ropa is just a singular thing. It's not las ropas. All of it is la ropa. So we're going to start with the big thing that you wear in el invierno. Repitan, el abrigo. Point to what you probably have on. No, I have sweatpants on. But it's a really close word to the English. In fact, it's the same word. So los blue jeans, repitan. Para las chicas, la blusa. It's kind of fancy. So la blusa, repitan. Okay, la bolsa. Kind of put it over your shoulder. La bolsa. Stomp your feet on the next one. Big chunky, big clunky. Las botas, repitan. Okay, so let's go back. El abrigo, las botas, los blue jeans, la bolsa, la blusa. On your feet, you've got los calcetines. Repitan. I have the singular form of that, el calcetín. Usually we have the plural form because they come in pairs, right? So los calcetines. Notice if it's a singular one, calcetín. Add an es, take off the accent mark to make it plural. Then just la camisa, repitan la camisa. Below my camisa I have actually a camiseta, la camiseta, repitan. Okay, so camisa, camiseta, really, really close. Next one, guys usually have this, pull it out of your back pocket, fold it open. So la cartera, repitan. Okay, let's repeat a few things here. Camisa. Camiseta, calcetines, las botas, la blusa, fancy blusa, el abrigo, la cartera. Bien. La chaqueta, let's zip that one up. La chaqueta. Around your waist here we got el cinturón. La corbata, kind of tie it up here. La corbata, repitan. Muy bien. Let's zip it up again. La chaqueta. It sounds really close to the English, but there is no j sound in Spanish. So cha is a close word to that. So one more time, zip it up. La chaqueta. El cinturón. La cartera. La corbata. La falda, kind of go down to your knees on that one, okay, because that goes around your knee length, I guess. La falda, repitan. Las gafas, repitan. And then las gafas de sol, repitan. Las gafas de sol, gafas or gafas de sol. Then on your hands, en el invierno, cuando hace mucho frío, los guantes, repitan. By the way, it's the same word that we use for guante de béisbol, by the way. For those jugadores de béisbol, you have guantes de béisbol, un guante de béisbol. Next word is really long, but you're going to sound out each of those syllables. So it's el impermeable. El impermeable, repitan. Cuando llueve, cuando está lloviendo, yo llevo un impermeable. You might recognize that as a word that you learned from maybe your science classes. A membrane that's impermeable, it does not allow anything through it. So that makes sense, right? That's why it's a raincoat. There's no water that can go through it. So el impermeable. Okay, las medias, okay, the word media we learned is half, and like son las 2:30. So these go halfway up your body. So las medias, kind of pull them up, ladies. Las medias. Really close to the English. Just point to what you've got on here. Los pantalones. It's assuming you have on los pantalones, right? Who knows? Los pantalones cortos, they kind of cut off. So just kind of draw the line where they cut off. Los pantalones cortos. Repitan. Remember, we learned the word corto, so largo and corto. So pelo largo, pelo corto. So pantalones cortos also. All of this, top to bottom, la ropa, repitan. Okay, and then let's just learn those two words. They're not clothing words, but we're going to use them a lot because we're going to talk about shopping. So $1, repitan. Los dólares, repitan. Both have accent marks. Dólar. Dólar. The loudest stress is on the O of that word. Add an ES to make it plural. Let's keep going here. We already did la ropa, and then it's the interior clothing, right, as your underwear. So la ropa interior, repitan. If you don't wear zapatos, you might, botas in el verano, you might well wear las sandalias, repitan. Sandalias, sandalias. En la cabeza, el sombrero, repitan. El sombrero. Cuando hace mucho frío, un suéter, kind of cuddle up with that. El suéter, repitan. Suéteres, suéteres, add an ES to make that plural. Okay, los hombres llevan un traje, repitan el traje. Traje, the J, right, the sound. So el traje, el traje. The suit of bathing, right, we add the de baño to that. So el traje de baño, repitan. Ladies, el vestido, yeah, I don't know how to do an action for it, but just repeat that one for me. El vestido. If you don't wear botas or sandalias on your feet, you might have los zapatos. Repitan los zapatos. And then a type of zapatos, los zapatos de tenis. Repitan. On the word zapatos, the pa gets a lot of stress on that. I don't know why. A lot of my students like to put that on a different syllable, but the pa gets a lot of stress. So zapatos, zapatos, zapatos. And the Z, even though it's a Z, it has the S sound. So what I'd like you to do is hit the pause button again. I would like you to read through those a second time. Watch pronunciation, point them out if you have them on, or somehow make a gesture if you can for that, each of those words, and come back when you have finished doing that. And we're going to do a little bit of something with some pictures of some of those things. So pause right now, go through the list one more time. Okay, here we go with ¿Quién lleva qué ropa? Who wears what clothing? So I'm going to put up a few people here. Isabel, Adriana y Arturo. Okay. Dos muchachas y un hombre, un muchacho. ¿Quién lleva una falda? ¿Quién lleva una falda? I'm going to get my little pointer here so I can point it out to you guys. Just tell me the name of who is doing that. So, ¿quién lleva una falda? Andrea aquí lleva una falda. ¿Quién lleva guantes? ¿Quién lleva los guantes? Isabel lleva los guantes en las manos. Okay? Ella lleva guantes porque hace mucho frío. Es el invierno. Ella lleva los guantes. ¿Quién lleva un sombrero? Un sombrero. Adriana lleva un sombrero. This isn't really called a hat. It's called more of like a cap, and that's a word they haven't really given us that. If you guys said Isabel, that's fine too. Lleva un sombrero. We'll go with that. ¿Quién lleva un traje? Un traje. Arturo lleva un traje. Los pantalones y la chaqueta Todo es un traje. ¿Quién lleva una bolsa? Una bolsa. 2, ¿sí? Adriana lleva una bolsa y Arturo lleva una bolsa. By the way, I'm using the word lleva. We learned that to mean 3 things: to take and to carry something, but it also can mean to wear. So we're going to be using that since we're talking about clothing quite a bit. ¿Quién lleva una chaqueta? ¿Quién lleva una chaqueta? Pues Adriana lleva una chaqueta. I guess you could call this una chaqueta, even though it's all a traje here. ¿Quién lleva un abrigo? Isabel lleva un abrigo, porque yo llevo un abrigo cuando hace mucho calor. Yo llevo una chaqueta cuando hace fresco, no hace mucho frío. ¿Quién lleva las botas? ¿Quién lleva las botas? Adriana lleva las botas, pero ella no lleva medias, no lleva calcetines tampoco. ¿Quién lleva gafas? Kind of gafas de nieve up here, right? So she's got snow goggles on instead of gafas de sol. All right, let's try these next people. Here we've got Gabriela. Aquí es Javier y Taylor. You guys all know her. ¿Quién lleva los pantalones cortos? ¿Quién lleva los pantalones cortos? Javier lleva los pantalones cortos. ¿Quién lleva un vestido? ¿Quién lleva un vestido? Aquí Taylor lleva un vestido. ¿Quién lleva una falda? ¿Quién lleva una falda? Gabriela aquí lleva una falda. Es una mini falda. No es una falda larga, es una falda corta, ¿sí? ¿Quién lleva una camisa? ¿Quién lleva una camisa? Javier lleva una camisa. Gabriela lleva una camiseta. I'm going to call that a camiseta. Probably his would be a camisa. It's got a collar on it. Ella lleva una camiseta. ¿Quién lleva medias? Gabriela lleva medias aquí. ¿Y quién lleva sandalias? Javier lleva sandalias aquí. Okay. Pause button. Hit the pause button. And I'd like you just to point out everything that Gabriela is wearing, everything that Javier is wearing, and what... Oh, I forgot. ¿Quién lleva gafas de sol? ¿Quién lleva las gafas de sol? Taylor aquí lleva las gafas de sol. Okay, now hit the pause button. Go through each person, what they're wearing. Just the words. You don't have to do, even don't have to do a sentence. Just the words for the things that they're wearing. Here we go. Tenemos 3 más personas: Josefina, Luisa y Catalina. Okay, so ¿quién lleva los zapatos de tenis? Josefina lleva los zapatos de tenis. ¿Quién lleva un traje de baño? Un traje de baño. Catalina lleva un traje de baño. ¿Quién lleva un suéter? Un suéter. Luisa lleva un suéter. Es un suéter gris. We're going to learn colors here in a second. The word gris refers to the color gray. ¿Quién lleva pantalones cortos? Josefina lleva pantalones cortos. ¿Quién lleva un sombrero? ¿Quién lleva un sombrero? Catalina lleva un sombrero. ¿Quién lleva botas? ¿Quién lleva botas? Luisa lleva botas. ¿Quién lleva calcetines? ¿Quién lleva calcetines? Josefina lleva calcetines aquí y zapatos de tenis. You can see her calcetines here, right here. ¿Quién lleva una camiseta? una camiseta. Josefina lleva una camiseta. ¿Y quién lleva una bolsa? Una bolsa. Luisa lleva una bolsa. Again, hit pause, go through each person, name the clothing items that you see on each one of those persons. Okay, now, with those clothing items, and I kind of alluded to it on that last picture, colors. We're going to be talking a lot about colors. And so the colors you will find on your vocab sheet as well. Not sure if it's in the same place as mine. For me, it's on the no, where did it go? Oh, top left, top right, sorry. Top right, over here. Los colores right here. You can see those words for those. So you can have that handy, refer to that. All of these are los colores, color, same word, but pronounced differently. And then the first, and then what color is, de qué color es. And then we're going to talk about these. Now these are all adjectives. So you're going to have to make these agree with whatever it is that they're describing. So we'll do that here in a little bit. But let's for now, just learn the words for the color words. If you've had some Spanish before, you may have learned some color words. So let's start with the color verde. Repitan verde. If you see anything around you that's verde, go ahead and point it out. There's a lot of it outside right now because things are budding and grass is getting verde very soon. Next color, el color azul. Repitan azul. Again, the Z does not make the Z sound. Azul makes the S sound. Next one, rojo. Repitan rojo. Amarillo. Repitan. Okay, remember the double L makes that like tortilla sound. So amarillo, amarillo. Rosado for pink. Next one, repitan rosado. Big long word. Anaranjado. Repitan. Anaranjado. Anaranjado. You may have to say that a few times. Anaranjado. Next one for purple or kind of maroon. Kind of looks like the word maroon a little bit. Morado. Repitan. Gris. Forgot that one. Negro, repitan negro. And opposite of that, blanco, repitan blanco. And then there's one more word that they like to give you for brown. There's two colors for that Panorama is going to have you do. The first one, marrón, repitan marrón. Y café. And I missed the accent mark on café. Sorry about that. There should be an accent mark on the word café. It also means coffee. It also means a cafe where you eat or you drink coffee. So that word has a couple different meanings and uses, but it also can refer to the color brown, as in the color of coffee. So what I'm going to have you do is, again, pause the video. I would like you to read through those color words one more time before we put them with some clothing words. So try to cement as best you can. I know, first day, I know, it's okay, it's okay. But get some of those words into your head as you do those colors one more time. Pause it right now. Okay, here we go. La ropa y los colores. So since you know that these are adjectives, you guys know what you do with adjectives. We've just done that when we say like, yo estoy contenta, but mi padre está contento, right? We've been talking about how you make things plural. Nosotros estamos contentos. Male, female, singular, plural. You know how it goes. You know the drill. So all we're going to do is apply that same thing to clothing and then the colors that describe those clothing words. So here we have, I'm going to put them all up actually. I'm going to go through some of the words here. I'm going to take my little pointer. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es? Es un sombrero. ¿De qué color es el sombrero? El sombrero, masculine, es rojo, masculine. Or is it anaranjado? It's kind of hard to see. It kind of looks like a really, I'm not sure. Rojo or anaranjado. How about this one? This is not really a question of that color. So, ¿qué es? First give me the item of clothing that it is. Los zapatos. ¿De qué color son los zapatos? Los zapatos son verdes. Verdes. Zapatos verdes. Okay, make sure it's plural because you're describing something that's plural. ¿Qué son? ¿Qué son estos? ¿No son zapatos? ¿No es un sombrero? ¿Qué son? Son guantes. Son guantes. Cuando hace mucho, mucho calor. ¿De qué color son los guantes? Son negros. Los guantes son negros. Los guantes son negros. Masculine and plural. Okay, ¿qué es? ¿Qué ropa es? Es una camiseta. Camiseta. Es una camiseta. ¿De qué color es la camiseta? La camiseta es blanca. La camiseta es blanca. Okay, feminine, feminine. ¿Qué son? ¿No son zapatos? ¿No son botas? ¿Qué son? Son sandalias. ¿De qué color son las sandalias? Las sandalias son rosadas, rosadas, son rosadas. Sandalias rosadas. Make it agree. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué ropa es? Es un abrigo, es un abrigo. Llevo un abrigo en el invierno cuando hace mucho frío. ¿De qué color es el abrigo? El abrigo es azul, azul. Ok, ¿qué ropa es aquí? ¿Qué ropa es? Este es un traje, un traje, un traje. ¿Y de qué color es el traje? El traje es gris, es un traje gris. También, esa es una corbata aquí, una corbata. Y una camisa también, una camisa azul y una corbata también. Okay, how about the last one here? ¿Qué son? ¿Qué ropa es? Estas son pantalones. ¿De qué color son los pantalones? Los pantalones son anaranjados. Big long word. Anaranjados. Say it again for me. Anaranjados. Muy bien. Okay, now let's practice again a little bit more with these here. We already did repetir la ropa y los colores. So here we go. The white socks. Okay, another thing to remember. Remember where adjectives go, right? We go afterwards instead of in front. In English, we say the white socks. In Spanish, it's the socks. Then the color can describe it afterwards and agrees. So the white socks. See if you can come up with that. Otherwise, pause it before I click it in. Los calcetines blancos. Los calcetines blancos. My purple skirt. My purple skirt. Okay, pause it. Mi falda morada. Mi falda morada. Put the A at the end of that. Her yellow dress. Su vestido amarillo. Su vestido amarillo. Keep in mind again, vestido with an O, amarillo with an O. Falda with an A, morada with an A. Calcetines, los calcetines, that's plural masculine, blancos also. So keep that in mind as we go to the rest of those two. Our blue shoes, our shoes, and then blue to describe that. Nuestros zapatos azules. Lots of S's in there, right? Nuestros zapatos azules. All of those being plural and masculine. A red bathing suit. Un traje de baño rojo. Since it's traje, it's masculine. Rojo. We'll make that plural. Un traje de baño rojo. Okay. Now, if you would, take out the, I'm going to turn my light on here. If you would get out the, what do you call it? Handout that I asked you guys to print that has to do with the demonstrative, big long word, adjectives, the this, that, these, and those. And you can find those words if you want to see the spellings of those. You can find them on the back side of your vocab sheet. They're in this middle box right here. Okay, so you can see those there. What I'd like you to do is fill in what you see there. Now notice I've given you two boxes. One at the top says masculine. The one at the bottom says feminine. You know the drill, right? You know what's male. You know what's female. The O's that go with masculine. You know the A's that go with feminine. You're going to see those for the most part here again. Okay, and they're going to, again, have to agree. So let's look at all of these things we're talking about. I'm talking about abrigo here, calcetín or calcetines, impermeable, zapato. These are all masculine things, okay? What we're going to be talking about is, again, their proximity to you. You're going shopping, okay? So put yourself in a store, you're going shopping, and you're comparing, you're going to try to find an abrigo somewhere. Invierno is approaching and you need something because hace mucho frío, right? So you're looking for this big coat, heavy winter coat, and you're trying to decide which one to wear. Well, you find one that's right here, you find one that's over there, and then you find one that's way over there, right? And you're kind of price shopping and you're comparing which one you like better, the style, the color, all that kind of stuff. So that's where we use these words. So you're talking to your friend and you're like, I don't know if I like this coat, or if I like that coat, or if I like that one way over there, okay? Do I like these socks, or do I like those socks, or do I like those socks way, way, way over there? Okay, we don't in English have a way, way over there one, and in Spanish we do. Okay, so let's take a look at those. Let's take a look at the word for this, and you can write those in on your notes as we go along too. This coat, este abrigo. This sock, este calcetín. Este impermeable, este zapato. This raincoat, this shoe. Okay? Este. This. Okay. Now, notice when I talk about something that's a little farther away from me, it's not this coat, it's that coat. Okay? Notice that I'm going to take out the T. Okay? The T is coming out, and I'm going to get ese abrigo. See what I just did there? I took the T out of este. And that coat over there, ese abrigo. Repitan, ese abrigo. Now, if I don't like either este abrigo or ese abrigo, but I see one way on the mannequin that's on the other side of the store. Me gusta aquel abrigo. Aquel abrigo. Repitan, aquel abrigo. Aquel abrigo. Way, way over there. Okay? So, that's that third one that we don't really have one in English of, okay? So, aquel is that one that's far, far, far way over there, okay? Same thing works for this sock, that sock, ese calcetín, aquel calcetín, right? This raincoat, este impermeable, ese impermeable, aquel impermeable. Este zapato, ese zapato, y aquel zapato. Este zapato, ese zapato, aquel zapato. Way, way, way over there. Now, of course, these can all have the plural forms as well. And when you have the plural form instead of this, it becomes these, right? Think about that. If it's something that's close to you, I really like these coats. I prefer them over those coats. Oh, and I much prefer these to those way over there. So that's what we're doing now with the plural forms of these. So, since it's masculine, see what's going on here. I have to add an S. This time, the E over here, este, became estos. That makes more sense to us because it's masculine. We're used to the O with masculine. So say this for me, estos abrigos. These coats right here in front of me. These socks, estos calcetines, repitan. Estos impermeables. Estos zapatos. Okay, now I really don't like estos abrigos. I prefer those, okay, just a little bit farther away. Esos abrigos, repitan. Look what just happened. The T, we got that out of there. We took it out, and now it's the same word, just minus the T, okay? Just the same thing that we did over here. Just take the T out. esos abrigos. And then aquellos abrigos. Repitan. It kind of helps if you say it like that, honestly. Aquellos abrigos, because it's those way over there, all right? So, aquellos abrigos. These socks, estos calcetines, repitan. Esos calcetines. Aquellos calcetines. Okay, we're not going to continue with the rest of these because you get the idea. It's this with the T, those over there, and then those way over there. So I have a little phrase that may help you. This and these have T's. Do you see it? The this word and the these word. This and these have T's. That and those just don't. Okay? Same word, you're just going to remove the T from that. I've had another student tell me that they remember this by saying to themselves that if it's this or these, it's close to you, right? Close enough, in fact, that you can touch it, okay, the T. But if it's those, you can't touch it. There's no T in that, right? So, I don't know. That was really helpful for that person. Whatever is helpful for you. Now, these that you see on this page here are all masculine. Well, what if we have feminine? We have lots of feminine clothing articles, right? So here we go. Same deal. Here we have a corbata, bolsa, falda, camisa. You can tell those are all feminine clothing items. By the way, has nothing to do with who wears those. A corbata as a tie, it's typically worn by men. It doesn't matter, okay? A man will wear a corbata. A woman could wear a corbata. It's not going to change depending on who wears it. It's always going to be, always and always forevermore is going to be a corbata. Okay, so here we have this corbata, this tie right here, esta corbata. Now let me make sure that you see the difference between esta and está. Como está tu madre? With the accent mark, it's not that word, okay? It's not pronounced está, it's pronounced esta. Repitan, esta. Let's say these four phrases. Esta corbata, repitan. Esta bolsa. Esta falda y esta camisa. Okay, now look what happened. As we go from this to that, look what just happened. We just took out the T's, right? Because this and these have T's, that and those just don't. So we're going to take out the T of that. That tie, esa corbata, repitan. Esa bolsa. Esa falda. Esa camisa. Okay, but I don't really like esta corbata o esa corbata. Yo prefiero aquella corbata. Repitan, aquella corbata. Aquella bolsa. Aquella falda. Aquella camisa. All right, there's that aquel, but now we have it feminine, so we have to make it aquella, the double L in there. Okay, now these, okay, all you're going to do is take the word for this, esta, add an S to that, and then you have a plural. So again, it's not estás. That's the importance of an accent mark right there. Como estás? That's a different word. Okay? How are you? Como estás? This is not the word estás. This is the word estas. Estas. Okay? So the stress goes on the first syllable of that. So these ties right here. So say that one for me. Estas corbatas. Estas bolsas. Estas faldas. Estas camisas. Okay, but no me gustan estas corbatas. Yo prefiero esas corbatas, repitan. No, yo prefiero aquellas corbatas, repitan. Okay, no me gustan estas bolsas. Yo prefiero esas bolsas, repitan, esas bolsas. No. Yo prefiero aquellas bolsas, repitan. Okay, get the idea, right? So this, that, these, and those. Now, you can put colors with those as well. Yo prefiero estas corbatas rojas. Okay, these red ties, if that's what you want to use along with that. So you can make the color. You can put a color along with that as well, but just notice that the color is a descriptive adjective. It's going to go after. Estas corbatas rojas. Me gusta esta bolsa amarilla. I really like this yellow bag, this yellow purse. Esta bolsa amarilla. Okay, so as you navigate through these and those and this and that,